Hey everyone, and welcome to today's vegan takedown video. We're going to be commenting on a video uploaded by Jon Venus that is actually called I Am No Longer Vegan Life Update. For those of you who don't know, Jon Venus is quite a famous athlete. However, he has had pretty sketchy past when it comes to veganism. Now, one thing I want to make clear from the beginning is that this is not a hate video. I'm not in any way interested in attacking him or insulting him. For those of you who know me and who have been on this channel long enough, you would probably remember that last year Jon made another video similar to this one that I commented on as well. Fast forward 7 to 8 months, I met Jon Venus in person in the UK, and actually we had a really great time together. We even talked a bit about what happened. He was a bit confused at the time, but unfortunately the video he's made this time is completely different, because it's not that he doesn't identify as a vegan anymore, it's that he is not vegan anymore. Before we get into the video, I'm just gonna ask you to quickly subscribe on this channel. It really helps me with my content as well. Click that notification button, it helps you to stay up to date with what I'm doing. Did you do it? No, I was serious. I don't just say this in every video to pass time. I really want you to click on it. Did you click? Alright, cool. So, without further ado, let's get started.
I'm not here to judge you for doing whatever you feel is right for you, your family, and your community. I'm not here to tell you what is objectively right, what is wrong, and I'm not here to listen to your arguments and to your opinions either.
Alright, so Jon starts with a disclaimer that he's not here to judge us or attack us or tell us what to think or what he thinks of our opinion or objective things, which is kind of frustrating, because when you do share something like this, I'm not saying you should listen to people's insults or anything, but if somebody does share objective facts with you, you should be open to it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, one thing that I see that is similar to last year's video is that he's in Norway again, where he spends time with his wife's family, and they are not vegans, of course, and I do think that there is some issue there. I may be completely wrong, I'm not here to start rumors, but I do believe that he feels a lot of pressure from the family, or he gets mocked or bullied, I don't know. So I can imagine that under pressure he tries to please people, which of course is never justification, because if you please people by murdering animals, it's not really that nice, is it?
People who have looked into the scientific literature, we can agree that nutrition itself is a very confusing and not really understood topic. And it is, understood to a certain degree, but there are very many question marks. So
nutrition is not really that much of a confused topic or research area. It's actually mostly understood, and there's only a bit of confusion. I would definitely not say that in general it's a confusing topic for the scientific community. In fact, the scientific community has done decades of research when it comes to nutrition and trying to analyze studies and compare them to each other.
You take a study and you use that study to come to a conclusion, but then another person with a whole another opinion will take that same exact study and come to the opposite conclusion to someone else.
But that is exactly why there's something called peer-reviewed research. There's studies that before they get published, other people from the same field look into it, and only then does it get published. So no, that is not how it works. Nutrition is not like a picture that you take and you hang it in a wall in a museum, and then every single professional photographer who comes give their own different opinion. It's not that subjective.
A lot of times when you're vegan, especially for me, you are in this bubble. You are in the mindset of, we are doing something that is ethical. We're doing this because it feels right in every single way.
It's not that it feels right, it's that it is right. When it comes to not killing animals, I don't do it because it feels right for me. I do it because I know it's the right thing to do. Coming out of your way to unnecessarily kill an animal for your taste buds or traditions or laziness is not a matter of feeling, it's a matter of right and wrong.
This is my perspective, and because this is my perspective, we're only going to listen to other people with the same perspective that have the same mission to eliminate animal suffering, to live a plant-based lifestyle, a vegan diet, and so on. So it becomes almost like you have to only look for answers and research that comes from people that you know is going to support your bias.
Actually, that again is not true when it comes to all these researchers. It's not like the majority of the scientific community are vegans, and the numbers and the studies are showing that veganism is a very healthy diet when practiced the right way.
I really actually believe that it was optimal for human health because that is what we're being sold. Big organizations like the American Dietetics Association, all that mixed together makes it extremely easy to just believe 100% that you are doing the right thing.
That's because they are professionals who conduct studies to check if you are doing the right thing. To claim that these scientific organizations are trying to sell us something as if it's propaganda, when we all know which side is into propaganda and brainwashing, is really something I would have never imagined for him to say.
And looking at the science for, children especially, because this is the reason why I started questioning everything, there is extremely little science, and I am not convinced at all by the science that is used to support those claims.
Now, I get that as a parent you are worried whether or not this is going to work for your child, but please look at the science. I mean, just looking at this, we can see that it says the concept that a well-balanced vegetarian diet can provide for the needs of a growing child and adolescent is supported by Canada's Food Guide, the American Dietetic Association, and Dietitians of Canada, and the American Academy of Pediatrics. There is sufficient evidence from well-developed studies to conclude that children and adolescents grow and thrive well on vegetarian diets that are well-designed and supplemented appropriately. The conclusion of this study basically said well-planned vegetarian and vegan diets with appropriate attention to specific nutrient components can provide a healthy alternative lifestyle at all stages of fetal, infant, child, and adolescent growth. Appropriate education of the family and follow-up over time are essential. There are many useful tools and excellent guides to assist families and professionals. I mean, why is this even up for discussion if the science is crystal clear? We're talking about all these associations. You're telling me that this is a propaganda, or they're selling you an idea. Are you kidding me? When it comes to the number one killer of humans, heart disease, the only diet on planet Earth that has shown to either prevent, cure, or reverse heart disease is a whole foods plant-based vegan diet, and you want to take your child off of that diet? Seriously? I could go on and bring up all these studies, but what's the point if you don't take science seriously?
I'm not comfortable of dismissing, hundreds of thousands of years or even millions of years of a certain, eating pattern.
You are not comfortable dismissing tradition, but you're comfortable dismissing science. An appeal to tradition is a logical fallacy. You're just trying to justify what you're doing by saying we've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years. How does that even make sense? This is one of the most common and stupid logical fallacies that people use when trying to justify killing animals. How could you feel comfortable dismissing scientific data and the consensus of the scientific community, but then not comfortable dismissing cruel traditions?
And instead do something that requires supplementation to make possible, like B12, because
B12 deficiency has nothing to do with veganism, but more about how we grow food, whether you're vegan or non-vegan. Literally, most non-vegans are also advised to take B12 supplements. And if they're not taking it straight away, they're giving the supplement to an animal and then killing the animal and eating the animal. There is literally no natural way to get the supplement, whether you're vegan or not. So might as well just take the supplement yourself instead of unnecessarily killing an innocent animal.
And it doesn't make sense for me to go with a new method, which I could call an experiment. I have had some question marks because of personal experiences, because of my real life observations, and
your real life observations, with all due respect, are nowhere near to the scientific observations of data and results given in numbers and statistics.
I don't feel comfortable with my kid being vegan. I cannot continue that lifestyle myself.
That's like saying because this person can't eat gluten, then I don't feel comfortable eating gluten myself. That's not how it works. Now, we don't even know if his child has had any health problems due to veganism. I do want to mention here that Jon Venus's own brother, Leo Venus, is a vegan medical doctor. He's literally known for that.
Granted, I'll still, do everything in my power to do what I feel is best with my moral compass for the environment, the planet, the animals, and all of that stuff.
You know what is best for the animals and the environment and the world, and that is to stick to your vegan diet. And if you actually have any concerns, reach out to plant-based doctors who are known for their work, which I know you're able to do because of the platform that you have, and ask for advice.
And I don't care if, someone watching feels extremely offended, because it's not about you, it's not about me. This is just, the reality of the situation.
Yeah, it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about the animals that you are now out of nowhere deciding to kill. I mean, it's the reality of the situation, as you said. No one's making it about us. Like, my life's not going to change in any way if you stop being vegan, You're just going to be taking away the life of innocent animals. That's it.
Friends have kind of divorced themselves from me and not wanting to have anything to do with me anymore. And this is people who I thought were really good friends, and other friends, really very close friends, who said that that they respect my choice and everything like that, but they can't be seen with me publicly because that is bad for their image, because the vegan movement is so toxic and so judgmental. So this is not an easy issue. And
I just want to say quickly that Jon Venus' own brother, Leo Venus, as I mentioned, the medical doctor, has made a 4-minute long video debunking everything that Jon said, saying that this is not how it works, and science has always been on the side of veganism, simply because it's science and it's based on facts and numbers and data and statistics, not in any way the same as Jon Venus' feelings or fears. I'm really glad that Leo took that step. To finish this, I just want to say I'm not in any way encouraging anybody to hate on anyone else. I'm not that kind of person. Don't go around spreading hate and throwing around words. It doesn't bring anyone any good. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section below, and let me know if you saw this coming, because a lot of people said this is not in any way a surprise to them. If you want to support this channel and my activism, please check out my website. But also, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.